Today, my darlings, you are going to start manifesting like the chosen one you are. And we're going to be talking about the power of writing it down. And I'm going to give you 3 scientific reasons why getting really specific changes everything. Manifestation isn't magic, babe. It's a strategy. And the most powerful manifestors, they don't hope things will show up. They design them and decide them, and then they show up. And today I'm going to break down why writing a detailed list of what you desire is one of the most powerful manifestation tools out there. And I've got 3 science-backed reasons to prove it. Number 1, your reticular activating system puts you on the path. Have you ever noticed that when you start thinking about something like a red car, then you suddenly see red cars everywhere? That's your reticular activating system. It's a beautiful part of your brain that filters through the billions. I'm going to say it again. Billions of pieces of information every second that are coming through your eyes and through your consciousness. Your reticular activating system is deciding what's important to focus on. And it's deciding that based on what you're choosing to focus on yourself. When you write down a detailed list of what you want, whether it's the traits of a soulmate, the exact kind of clients you want to attract, or the experiences you want to call in, your R.A.S, reticular activating system, starts filtering reality to match it. You literally train your brain to notice and act on opportunities that align with what you want. No more hoping or wishing, praying. You start seeing. And when you start seeing differently, you start choosing differently and moving differently, which creates, through the action, the things finally happening. Number 2, the generation effect makes you more emotionally invested. What does this mean? There's a psychological principle called the generation effect, which means that when you create something yourself, instead of just reading it or hearing it, your brain retains and values it way more. When you take the time to deeply describe your vision down to the yummy, tiny details that you can feel and smell and taste and touch in your mind, your brain starts treating this as real. This is also why it's powerful for those of you who are coaches, healers, teachers, that when you learn something, then start to teach it, start to create content about it, start to have conversations about it. Because when you actually do that and use it and get specific with it and get detailed with it through your own consciousness, it sinks in even deeper, and you're showing your mind that that's really important to you and you retain it. There is times when I'll be on masterclasses or with clients in private sessions or having a conversation with an old friend about something totally random. But because of so much of the learning that I've done over the last decade and the information I've absorbed, but then I've also actioned it and taught it with details from my own life and desires, it's in my consciousness. And so it just poof, comes out in this conversation. I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know I knew that, but I knew that. Right? This is all helping to frame your reality, whether it's in your conscious mind or your unconscious mind. Your emotions will start to get more involved when it starts to feel more real for your brain. And when I say emotions, I mean good emotions, rather than maybe the constant negative feeling emotions that are constantly running, because on some level, you're constantly just focused on all the things that aren't working. You want your nervous system to have an opportunity to get familiar with the specifics and the details of where you really want to go, not where you've been or where you feel like you are right now. And since the brain can't tell the difference between imagination and reality, I'm going to say that again. Your brain cannot tell the difference between imagination and reality. Your brain does not care that you don't have any money. Your brain does not care that your health isn't incredible. Your brain does not care that you don't look a certain way in the mirror. It does not tell the difference between any of that. It's just trying to keep you safe, and it thinks that safe is keeping you in the familiar, which is what you've maybe always experienced or focused on, or what you're currently choosing to experience or focus on. And so it's going to give you more of that and find more of that. So you now get to challenge and train your brain into a new version of reality with your imagination, so that you start to see that that really exists all around you right now, and you can take action towards it, which brings it to you. Your energy starts shifting to align with a version of you that already has it, which brings it to you like that. Number 3, clarity removes resistance and speeds things up. One of the biggest reasons people don't manifest what they want is they're vague as hell. Vague as hell. I have had over the years thousands upon thousands, I'm not kidding you, thousands upon thousands of conversations on the internet, on social media, with people coming to me telling me all of their problems in these big long messages. I'm like, I'm so sorry, that's so hard for you. I wish things were better. I'm sorry that happened to you. Where would you love to go? What would you love to create? And every single time I get, well, I just want peace. I just want love. I just want to be happy. Vague as hell. Okay, so what kind of love? What is peace? What is the action of peace? What is the visceral feeling in your physical body of peace? Have you identified with it? Have you gotten specific with it? Have you been able to notice that you can feel it through thought alone every single day? If you sit in meditation and go, oh, what is that feeling of peace? What reminds me of it? How can I get into that state? Oh, there it is. You can feel it right now, which actually brings it closer to you. I want more money. Great, but how? And doing what? I want more money just to come to me for nothing and nowhere and just show up on my doorstep, but still, how? If you want that, how do you want it to show up? Do you want it as a check? Do you want it as cash? Do you want it as someone coming around to be your love of your life, and then suddenly they have lots of money and they pay for everything? A couple of my clients have experienced that exact thing. Not kidding you. It was incredible. When you're unclear, your brain and energy don't know what to focus on. It doesn't know what to find evidence of in the world. And worse, you end up attracting these like half-baked versions of your desires that don't actually fit you. When you write in detail, you remove the gaps, you collapse confusion for your unconscious mind, for your reticular activating system that's working away constantly for you. You align your energy and your brain and your actions. 3 important things: energy, brain, actions. It's like the woo-woo, the science, and the 3D movements. You align these towards a crystal clear reality that you spend time designing. You spend time deciding that you're going to focus on that more today than anything else that's going on, to draw it closer to you. And that's when things start shifting so fast. Manifestation, the creation of the life you want, the attracting of financial abundance and your wonderful partner and the successful business that helps lots of people, isn't about waiting. It's about becoming. It's about becoming the person who naturally attracts what they desire because they've gotten specific about it. They spend more time with that version of life, both in their mind and in their heart and in their body and in their actions and the way they speak and the way they think. They spend more time with that than they spend time with all the worries of everything that might go wrong or all the focusing on everything that's not working. Becoming that person who naturally creates it. So if you haven't already, write your list and don't hold back. Make it detailed. Make it so clear that if the universe had to deliver it tomorrow, there'd be zero room for misunderstanding. And then watch how fast the right people, the right opportunities and experiences start showing up. And side note to that, this is where we do this work to build the trust in ourselves. We do this work to build, and any of you who have come through my programs know that we build the pillars of foundations of you. We build your mindset. We build your physical wellness and health. We build your money capabilities and being able to organize and appreciate it, attract more money. And we build your relationships to be yummy and delicious and supportive and loyal. And then if you have a business, we build that too and make it nice and simple and easy to focus on to bring in more success for yourself. But when we've built that trust and confidence within yourself, then when these things start showing up that are in alignment with this crazy, beautiful vision that you're creating, you actually move towards them. Because what happens so many times, and this is one of the major pitfalls of this experience, is people get really specific, but they're not building those solid foundations within themselves. And so when the opportunities or the people or the experiences show up that are going to lead you to that specific vision, if they don't look exactly like what you've on some level decided it needs to look like or feel like or be like, and we all have those because we're always comparing to other people. A lot of our desires have come from seeing someone else get it. And so we think that it's going to happen the same way or the way that we imagine it happened for them, maybe easy, maybe simple, maybe looking a certain way, except you'll never, ever, ever be able to guess the pathway to the things that you've never had before. And so a lot of the time, these people that show up, the opportunities that get presented before you, the experiences that happen that are going to lead you there can be a little uncomfortable or super unfamiliar or not make sense. And the person who doesn't have those solid foundations within is going to go, oh, I don't know. Rather than the person who's built up solid confidence within themselves is going to go, oh, that's weird. I'm going to do that. I'm going to talk to that person. I'm going to lean towards that. I'm going to take that opportunity. I'm going to start that project because I know that everything that comes before me is actually for me. It's here to serve the thing that I'm getting more focused on aligning with. Right? So many people say no to the path to everything they always wanted because it didn't look the way they expected. It happens every single day. And if I were to look back at my path, there were all sorts of things I didn't want to do that made no sense, that didn't feel like a full body yes, but they showed up. And so I leaned in. They showed up because I was getting specific. So I leaned in. And some of those things were challenges. Some of those things were being sideswiped by a freaking airplane in the face. You'll know what it's like, right? It's like that meme of being an adult. It's like walking across the street and getting hit by an airplane. Like some of those moments and experiences are like that. And when you can learn to face any of it, the people that show up, the opportunities, the experiences that happen once you start getting specific and detailed as, oh, this is part of it, lean in. Oh, this is part of it, step forward. Oh, this is part of it, take action on that. That's how you get there fast. That's when people quantum leap into totally new timelines. So now's the time. Comment below. What are you manifesting next? What are you drawing into your reality next? Through getting really detailed and specific, through spending more time focusing on that and then taking action from that because you've built so much beautiful trust and confidence in yourself and your inner pillars, your inner foundations, that you make it real time and time and time again because you can. I'd love to see yours. So let's have a conversation about it in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share this with someone who might need it. And I will see you, darlings, on the next one.